How's it going, guys? Vaibhav here and welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about the Samsung Galaxy Note20 series, and I know it's a few months away, but the leaks are just starting to pick up, and I thought I'd make a video on it, just addressing what we know so far and whether or not this will be a phone that we should stick around for. So the Note20, the Note20 Plus, as well as whether or not we'll see a Note20 Ultra or not. But the first leak we've ever seen of the Note20 series, or the one that I've seen, is this one. So on February 4th, 2020, Ice Universe, who is a reputed leakster, basically said that the Galaxy Note 20 will use a more fine-tuned 120Hz refresh rate technology. Now, that's when we were talking about the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, and for the Note 20 leak to come out then was kind of unheard of. Since then, we've seen some cases of an LED view cover of the Note 11 or the Note 11 Plus. Now, this is what the case looks like, and it's thanks to Roland Quand. I don't know really how to pronounce that name, but if you do know, leave it in the comments down below. But this is basically what the chassis of the Note 20/Note 11 would look like. Pretty standard stuff. It wasn't revealing as such, and then we saw this image. Now this image seems a lot more like the Note lineup and seems a lot like the S20 Ultra with that camera on the top, so that's where the camera module resides. It's got no Bixby button, which is again in alignment with what we've seen on the S20 series. It's got a cutout for the speaker, the microphone, the Type-C USB port, as well as a cutout for the S Pen, which we're hearing is going to be a much bigger sort of refresh this year, and basically will support the Galaxy Fold 2, which I made a video about if you want to check it out earlier in the week or last week. But that's basically all we've seen of the Note until we've seen leaks from this man. This man, once again, is the guy who's leaked the Galaxy Fold 2 sort of specifications as well as the design, and he's at it once again, and I think he's coming from a reputed sort of source because he's founder of Display Search and the CEO of Display Supply Chain Consultants based in Austin, Texas. So he basically has 3 leaks, one for the Note 20 display, one for the Note 20 Plus display, and then one for the Note Ultra, and we'll get to all of that. So the Note 20 display. The Note 20 will grow from a 6.3-inch form factor to a 6.42-inch form factor on the Note 20. Now, knowing Samsung, I think they'll do that by keeping the phone the exact same in terms of dimensions. And if they're able to do that, it'll be a very, very compact phone, and it's something that I really liked about the Note 10 Vanilla Edition, and I wish they could do that and improve the battery life on this thing. This will increase the resolution of the display to 2345 by 1084 and a 404 ppi with a 19.5:9 aspect ratio, and it'll have a 120Hz LTPO variable refresh rate display, so lower power consumption, which is great on standby mode. So I think this basically means the battery life on this thing will actually improve as well, whereas on the Note 20 Plus, the display will once again grow from a 6.8 to a 6.87-inch form factor, just shy of the 6.9-inch form factor we've seen on the S20 Ultra. The resolution will upgrade once again in a 497 ppi with a 19.3:9 aspect ratio. It's a pretty weird looking aspect ratio, but once again it'll have lower power implementation, and the 120Hz variable refresh rate will obviously help with that, and it's also LTPO sort of technology. But that leaves me with the Note 20 Ultra. So there isn't a Note 20 Ultra or a Note Ultra model, but the Galaxy Fold 2 will be the Ultra, and that makes complete sense because if you check out my video I made a couple of weeks ago about the Galaxy Fold 2, it basically will ship with an S Pen. So that makes sense to me, and I think that would be the ultimate move from Samsung to sort of, you know, merge their Note series and their Fold series and their Flip series all in one, and I guess it's a good move. Now, in terms of other specifications, we can kind of guess what we're getting at. The 865 Plus is going to be on there for the US variants. Now, I don't know if they're going to switch to 865 Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 Plus on all variants and skip the Exynos. I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen despite all the controversy of the Exynos and the Snapdragon sort of differences we see in battery life and performance, but I don't think we're gonna see the same camera, and I'll tell you why. The S20 Ultra's 108 megapixel camera, while really good on paper, 100x zoom, 108 megapixels, it didn't really live up to the standards, and I think with the Note series, a lot is banking on Samsung to fix that. Now, they might be able to fix that with the 108 megapixel sensor and make it enormously better in terms of specifications and performance, but if they can't, then I don't think they could take that risk, and I think for that matter, they're skipping the Ultra series. So I'm guessing the S20 Plus's camera will carry over to the Note Note 10 or the Note 20 Plus's camera with sort of very minor tweaks and upgrades. The S20 Basic Edition's camera will come to the Note 20's camera, whereas the Ultra will just get a mix and mash of both of these combined, or the Fold rather will get a mix and mash of all of these combined, and thereby you're skipping this and allowing Samsung to refine this, make it better, and maybe we'll see some sort of iteration of this in the S30 Ultra series whenever that is next year. But that is about it for what we know on the Note series. I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing some huge battery life sort of increments. We're going to see a 5000 milliamp hour battery on this thing for sure. We might even see a 5100 milliamp hour battery. Who really knows? One UI is pretty much going to stay the same. It's going to come with the latest Android version, 120Hz refresh rate, basically the highest end specifications, the highest end cameras, and pretty much it's going to be the phone to beat. I mean, the Note 10 series last year was one of the best smartphones out there for the later end of this year, and I think the Note 20 series will live up to that, especially the Fold 2, which I'm really excited about. And once again, if you haven't checked out that video, do that by clicking on the card above. But that's about it for this one. Let me know what you guys think about the Note 20. Are you skipping on it? Are you gonna buy it? Are you looking forward to it? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. This was Vaibhav, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.